This is my meditation experience. I have had a hard time quieting my mind, so I thought by actually practicing these different forms of meditation, I might be able to learn how to calm my mind. The first week of meditation was yogic breathing meditation focusing on prana, in an attempt to reach the state of yoga nidra. I was able to focus on my breathing, and while at times my mind would wander, I could bring myself back to the breathing. Something I could not quite grasp from this week was the feeling of your palms on your face and on your body without actually touching. It wasn't until I tried the other techniques when I made the connections and began to understand more about the inner energy that Yogi Amrit was talking about. This week was beneficial as it practiced me on focusing on my breathing so I could become really engaged in the next form of meditation. But besides that, I did not really experience any mood differences throughout my day. Week 2 was practicing Vipanassa. The first step in getting to Vipanassa is Anapana, where the focus lies in being aware of one's body and having control over your breathing. This week of meditation was rather eye-opening for me. It definitely helped me to understand the inner energy from last week, as we were instructed to simply be aware of our certain body parts and to be aware of the sensations we feel. This allowed me to understand a little more that this can be a spiritual feeling too, because you know nothing is actually there stimulating that feeling, but yet you still feel it. There was also an emphasis on having a neutral mind and maintaining a balance, which proved a bit more difficult for me than I thought. I also found that in this week of meditation that I prefer to meditate in the morning shortly after waking up and sitting in the same spot every time I meditate. This consistency was nice for me, as the routine became easy to follow. It wasn't until the weekend, when I did not do the meditation, that I recognized the effect of the meditation was having on my mood. On Saturday and Sunday, when I did not meditate, something felt slightly off, and I definitely found myself having a harder time concentrating on my schoolwork or other activities. I don't believe I got to a level of insight that would be considered Vipanassa, but it was still an experience that taught me how to begin to look inward. Week 3 had 2 different types of meditation. One was Medicine Buddha and the other was Visualization Meditation for beginners. The Vipanassa definitely helped me with the Medicine Buddha and the imagery of the white nectar filling up your body. It reminded me of the warm tingling sensations described in Vipanassa, but the white nectar is more of a healing agent that spreads joy and bliss, while Vipanassa was more focused on being aware of your body's own sensations. The use of a mantra was also helpful, as it aids in clearing the mind of all thoughts. When my dad first tried teaching me how to meditate, he taught me about a mantra being a significant word or phrase that one repeats to themselves. I enjoyed the visualization meditation because of its focus on expelling unwanted energies from your body. The visualization technique definitely improved my mood throughout the day and felt more calm in situations that usually get me angry or annoyed. On my last day of meditation, I did 2 sessions. One in the morning when I awoke and the other around 2 p.m. This truly allowed me to compare the 2 techniques to determine which I favored or benefited more from. In the morning, I did visualization for beginners and had a very peaceful, calm feeling for the rest of the day. After my next section of the Medicine Buddha around 2 p.m., I did not feel that much of a difference as before. I am not sure if this is because I meditated earlier in the day, but I was seeming to respond more to the visualization technique. I decided that visualization meditation was my favorite technique that we explored, and decided to do it every day for the following week, even though there was no meditation log. My experience continued to enhance as I meditated for longer and felt more peaceful during the actual meditation and not so restless. The continual practice of this secular form of meditation also definitely shows me how meditation can be a powerful spiritual tool. At the end of this month of meditation, I feel more connected to my true self. My generation in the modern world is constantly absorbed by technology and screens that you honestly don't get too much time alone with your thoughts. I have found that practicing this meditation has given me a chance to be alone with myself, which can be extremely healing and rewarding. In conclusion, this exercise has not only given me insight into myself, but more insight into the practitioners of meditation, both secular and non-secular. I have a deeper appreciation for the practice, and I plan to continue practicing visualization meditation for the foreseeable future.